Hello everybody, it is I, Mama Fluoride, here today with some more Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. Also, here, let me get the background, because I got the main theme playing on YouTube, because this is one of those games where I don't want to play when it's not in focus. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of that. Bonk, alright. But yes, hello there everybody. It is me, the Fluoride. Oh, that's just as loud. That's okay. I'm just gonna stay alt-tabbed out of that. But yes, hello everybody. Hello all of you good beans. It is me. I am alive. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I am a bit tired and stressed out, but I am ready to relax with some fun horror games, and I hope that you guys are too. So also, thank you so much to Tia Singer for the 10 gift subs here. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. I thank you. Thank you so much. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start this off with a shout out to Tia. You're not getting out of this one, honey. People get to know who you are. Does it work? There it goes. Yes, Tia, they are beauty, they are grace. They beep 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 all up in your face. Also, hello there, everyone else here. Hi there, Veramu, Paper Giant, Cerebral Cloud, Dark Magic, Killed 4. Hello there, everybody. Welcome. Hi there, Metal Warrior. Hello, everybody. All right. Oh, also, I guess have a good night then, Killed 4. I hope that you have a good day at work. You know, maybe you'll get to listen in, not sure, but I hope that you have a safe day. Get home, okay? Otherwise, I'd say, so what happened last time? I'm outright gonna admit, there's gonna be kind of some scuff coming from me today. Like I said, I'm a bit not at 100%, but enough to stream. I'm okay. And so, what happened last time? Well, I'm pretty confident that I'm either at or right behind the midway point of the game. So my goal is to just straight up finish the game today. Because I know if I go like 3 hours and stop, I'm only gonna have like maybe an hour or two if I'm lucky for next time. And it's like, you know, if I get that close to the end, I just want to finish it. So this might be a little bit of a longer stream today, we will see. Also, hello there, Kokuma. Hello, I hope you're doing good today. So where were we last time? Well, we woke up in the mansion, discovered just about everything is fucking locked. And the beds had cages around them, which is interesting. And then that claims that his children are missing, and we keep seeing them running around. But then he gets a mysterious call from a voice that suspiciously sounds like him again, but with a different tone, and telling him that his children are trapped in the machine deep down below. And now he's kind of slowly moved through the mansion and then different parts of the factory up above, through the church, and through different places, starting to get down further into this factory. And also, hello there, Inner Sight. Hello. Follow the voice. Nothing can possibly go wrong. You don't have a lot of choice in this game, but as we started diving deeper, we started learning some things, such as some of the connections back to the previous title, The Dark Descent. Also, hi there, Mari. Hello. Mwah. Hi, Mari. And so we started learning about some terrible connections back to the previous game. Thank you guys so much, Norwegian, for the follow. I appreciate that very much. And then also learned about the abominations underground and what our character was messing with. And so yeah, now we managed to make it to the sewer. We got like the main coal engines turned on, they're big ones, and then we got through kind of like this lab area with like some cold storage and animal storage and shit, and we've made our way through a range of places. So I'd say let's get right into it. If you guys, if you really need deeper amount of what the hell happened last time than that, just go watch the previous stream. So let us continue where we left off, and we should be in the sewer. Well, Dark Magic says Flu has the caliber of 556 in followers. You're very silly. All right. Okay. Trying to get my shirt to sit comfortably around my waist here. Dark Magic says, I don't think what I am called is silly. You know, you are silly. Alright, so now we are here. And... so...
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Well, I mean, I guess use it instead of nothing? This guy's really like doing everything he can to like make sure every single piece is not going unused. Also, God, chair, come on. There we go. Oh, Rased just redeemed no swearing, says let's make sure everything is kosher. Nothing is kosher here. All right, no swearing starting now. Goodness, all right. So the flooded, let's see. The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Probably blocking progress, probably blocking a path out. I imagine that you can't get out of here until you've actually, like, opened up that area, so... Also, hello there, Prismatic Wolf. Says, I only know how to swear. Goodness. Let's see, oh, and actually I don't know if I read this one here, but yeah, a heady brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The containers... oh, actually, no, I did read this one. But yeah. Alright, so... it's but one of many locations. Oh, okay. October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped ready for broiling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and send freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors to another. So yeah, this whole thing is seeming really complex and convoluted. So let's see. Oh, I can't say the starting now. Durgan is not happy with this. Interesting. We have a Canarch here. How did he get one? Sluice Gate 1. How did he get a hold of a Canarch? So we must go this way then. I bet it's going to shut behind me. Uh-oh. Oh. There's a gate. It has access to me. Yes, I must get to that door. Another mask. Oh, small room. That's running but making no sound. Yes, we are here. August. Hold on one moment. Took a sippy. Just waiting out a timer that's almost over. I can say the again now. All right. Just in time to read a note. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no Chalum, and this is no Chalum, and I am no Elihu? At least, not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center of where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious rippling back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed. I will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Interesting. Is he talking about the invisible Canarchs, or is he talking about the pig creatures? I'm waiting for this to, like, ring at me again, but apparently not. At least not yet. Okay.
Faster, Mandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
We? And there's no other switch at all to do the other side. Well, I'm definitely not done yet. And also, hello there, Faye Graves. Welcome. Also, let's see. Faye Graves says, ooh, yes. Oh my god, Machine for Pigs was a fever dream. Let's go. We are currently on the second half. Also, I can swear again. Fuck! But yes, we are currently on the second half of the game. So if you want to see me doing the first half, there is one other stream for last week. Oh yeah, you have to get all the way in though for it to start detecting you. It's kind of sluggish and electrified, I think. Waiting for another one of these things. Oh. Yeah, see, this one's closed, but now that gate's open. Oh, no. Mama don't like. Heard movement. I heard that. Oh, this gets us back to the first area of the game. Okay. See, I don't know if my light's going off because of the Canarch, the invisible water monster, or because of a pig man around. I know there's a pig creature in here somewhere. Oh, okay. There's just one of these right down here. Okay, let's give it a listen.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Mandus, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return? Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Interesting. Yep. I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot about greed in this game. Considering. Also, hi there, Madman Crimson. Here, but yeah, Faygrave says, I used to be obsessed with Amnesia. I might watch just for nostalgia's sake. Well, I think you will also probably like my stream I did the first Amnesia on hard mode with the remastered mod earlier here in the month. So there's like 5 streams there. You should check those out. Then this is my first time doing a machine for pigs, and then I plan on moving to the 3rd and final game, Rebirth. So you should definitely stick. This is definitely... Don't like the sounds. I'm just gonna stay away. Okay, so this gate is staying closed, alright. Okay, this was behind another gate that I... Okay. So technically I was safe, because like I didn't know. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. A note hidden here. Good thing they glow. February 17th, 1899. As I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy. Yes, we see it. A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt, stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps, a palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten, and this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests lived. This is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they simply could not spill enough blood to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Interesting. Okay, so we have our... I'm kind of waiting for some of what I'm doing to start attracting unwanted attention here. Alright. Mandus Post-Duvillian. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back to the Thames where it belongs and clear the path to the center of the machine. But now do it without getting killed. surprisingly easy, actually. I mean, there was no other rooms or anything. There's no other notes. If this was a short level, I feel like I missed something. But I don't think I did. I think it went everywhere it needed me to go. I think. I mean, I could explore around, but I think now that I mean, I could be double sure, but I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I've forgotten or missed. Unless that way. Did I check that way? Oh. Why is this shut? That's interesting. I guess I am just trapped in here. There is no way forward. It just shut that behind me. Intriguing. Here, I thought I would have at least been able, because I think I did come through that doorways, I think, where I came through. So I have been here before. Yeah, but now, because I came down that and there was no way through. But now there is. Interesting. Did I really miss a section? I really hope not. I don't remember, did I come through that doorway down there? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Oh, also, thank you so much, Metal Warrior, for the stretchy here. And, double check. Alright. Okay. Alright. T is going, Magic Marionette's going, are you both okay? Well, anyway, I can't go back, so I'm pretty confident I've gotten everything. Okay. Okay, now I think I... Yep, there it is. There's a few of them here. Well, now we get a pretty decent look at them. Oh. Well. I hope we stay up here and not go down there. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind. My instincts have drawn me thus far, and I'm sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet, I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs in the cages. I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Goodness. Okay. Apparently can't interact with any of these. Oh, remember, work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. This game is really letting us have a close look at these creatures. This one's playing with blocks. Okay, we're going definitely right into the pig's den here, aren't we? The previous game did not let us get this close of a look at the monsters we're facing. Well, this one's shying away. Okay, he doesn't want to be looked at, I think. Why is this one kept locked up? Interesting. I'm sleeping on top of its cage. I already looked at that one. Oh. Okay, work together, sleep alone. Alright. Oh. I have to go down there with them. Oh no. Okay. Alright. It's the only way to go. Yeah, this is not part of the normal sewer system anymore. But now I'm down on their level. So I have to figure out a way to sneak past all of these. Fuck. I'm not jumping down there unless I have to. Oh, either way you're jumping down. Alright, I guess here we go on this one. Okay, maybe we're fine. This seems like an entirely different tunnel. Also T redeemed, no swearing. Alright, alright. Let's see here. Magic Marionette says they seem friendly. I don't know if... I'm starting to wonder if they should even be called monsters. I mean, they seem very human and childlike in a way. And I know they didn't ask for this. They damn well didn't ask to be made. Oops, I swore, technically. So, but at the same time, they're still gonna be very, very dangerous. Absolutely gonna be dangerous. So I still need to keep my wits about me. Dang. Oh yes, we are here. Okay, so this... It's all the way down. A lot of illusion of choice here. In the end, this is all heading the same direction anyway. Alright, let's see. Oh. Okay, so now we are still technically in the sewers. Flood breach. So, bilge pump, maintenance access. Alright. No other notes or anything hidden. Alright, let's go. Let's see. From tide to spine. A skin of a shroud, a stump of the bled. Old Lily is fly bone, old Lily is dead. And dreams of the jungle will flood through her head and light up her head. I don't know what that means. The kid? That's not the kid. That's just my visions. Alrighty, let's do this.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mangus.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
Alright. Honestly, this place doesn't seem too flooded to me, but then what do I know? I've never been here before. Well, technically, the character I'm playing has. He built this, I'm pretty confident.
He's here! He's here!
Oh, shush. See, also, hello there, Saria. Welcome. Just currently doing some spooky amnesia.
said you'd come.
Thanks. The pump rooms. These must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps, but he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. Well, it's because it's not exactly a saboteur. Probably a pigman doing exactly what it was taught to do. To shut everything off. Alright, so I have to empty out this room. Goodness. But yeah, how are you doing? Sorry, is everything all good? Did you have fun in whatever you were doing? Yes, we're doing Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Alright, so let's see here. I'm waiting for any of these metal-like walkways to just suddenly break and dump me into the poop. Also, there seem to be controls I should be able to interact with, but I can't until I drain the room. And maybe this is it. Maybe it's just the fact that the room isn't that big. It's just that it's flooded enough that it's keeping the equipment from running. Nice. Sirius says making a song for the Cyberpunk contest with one of my mods.
The trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Interesting. But yeah, very lovely. Sorry, I hope that you. I hope that they definitely notice your piece. The kid just vanished in a puff of smoke and/or blood. I know that there's a pigman down here somewhere. I would love to hear it, Saria. Whoa, that one's moving quick. Why is this one so quick? Don't make that strum if I don't see anything of it. The auxiliary pump controls. Stop. Ensure all wheels are... Stop. Ensure all wheels are in place for correct operation of pumps. I mean, sure. There's like a pile of coal in here for specifically shoving into this thing, but I think it's probably loaded. Well, how do I start it? Oh, here, it's this wheel. Is that working? And another... Oh. Oh shit. Tia says you're going on the TV so I can lurk. Well, oh, I can swear again. Main pump room. Okay. Valves and pipes. Another pump. It seems once again I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I am trapped in some great game, forced to undertake endless Herculean efforts for the promised reward of my darling children. I mean, I'm thinking you kind of did this to yourself, buddy. I'm waiting for this all to go awry. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Shit! Fuck! I knew it. I knew that one of these would do this. I knew that one would collapse. Ugh. It was only a matter of time. So yeah, if I'd gone down to the left path, which is this one, I would have not been able to pass. So it forces you to go down the other path and then encounter that, so... Ugh. Okay, main pump controls. Okay, so we were down here in the pump rooms. I don't feel like I want to be there quite yet. There's this side path here. Oh. More cages. It's gonna make me go down here anyway. I'm gonna check out the control room first instead. Oh, also thank you for the stretchy, Tenki. Also, Intersight says redeemed flash titties for 2,000. Sadly, no redeem exists, honey. Oh. Uh-oh. Stop. Ensure all wheels are in place for a correct operation of pumps. Oh. Okay. Well, gotta put these back. It is slowly dropping. Ah. Let's see. Finding the children. The flood is drained. I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in fervorous anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. Oh, goodness. Well, now that this is okay to walk about, I'm gonna check out over here. Yes, you too. Okay, that's the way out, but that's not the way I want to go right now. Because there's still that other path, that ladder down. Okay, this still doesn't go anywhere. It's just a dead end. And then this comes over here to this path, but what's the point of this then? There's cages here. You can jump off. I bet there's a note or something down here that I have to uncover. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did I kill myself? Oh no, it's like a puzzle, okay. Okay, it's just a puzzle, effectively. To what end, though? I guess it's to trick you. If you go down there, then... it's just a dead end. Let me just double check. There's no other way down there. There's nothing else down here, right? So why would this get added if it doesn't at least lead you in further or something? Like, it's just a pit. There's nothing here. Again, checking a thing. See here. Ba, 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 ba. Get that. Okay. Alright, so there is nothing else to do here, but yeah, because I saw these two doors here, like, but what do they go? I figured they would open or something and would, like, maybe a monster would come out of one and start chasing you or something, but I guess they just kind of keep, like, making you anticipate things that aren't happening. Yeah, then you definitely do come back down here, though. And go to another airlock right here. For a decontamination room, I really don't feel like it's decontaminated the shit off of my pants. Or that this side is really any cleaner than anywhere else in this place. Alright, but now we're heading down to core systems access. Alright. Deeper down we go. The children dancing. He obsessively scans the newspapers and periodicals for new inventions. They are the architecture to evaluate us all, he proclaims. Edwin and Enoch just play on, unaware. But now deeper we go. Empty shelves. March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden, they clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton, and we both wept. For it was every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and we went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. The tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons? Interesting. Also here, let's see, Tenki, did you redeem another stretchy? No, that was, I think, the same one as I already did. Oh. You know what? Bonus stretchy. Okay. No, that's wrong tab. The heart of the machine. And when they first said, "Daddy," my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies. And my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this flood, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. He's very interesting with his words, I will say. Stop. No unauthorized persons to enter this facility by order of the management.
And came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
I think I know where the voice is coming from. Oh. God, how far down does this go?
children, Mandus, to spare them the world you have created for us all.
Interesting.
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
Guess I'm gonna... Yeah, what is this? A good-ass question. Rod control room. But like... Yeah, this is a big chamber. This is a big chamber. What is this all meant to do, even?
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn, all to save them.
Okay. Also, these are like moving sliding walls that like keep this shut. Some sort of ladder that goes somewhere? I don't know. Yeah, I think we have to go down below first. We have to get this thing running. We got the rest of the factory running, and those giant engines above are what's supplying this with power. Oh, also, thank you so much, Meeps, for the subscription at tier 1 for your for 2 months. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you, Her Pies Potato, for the hydrate. Right.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
In his earlier note, he said he was going to keep himself calm and composed during this particular conversation with this professor. I don't think he managed that. I think he then fell into his own madness and made it very clear for all to see. System offline, manual restart required. Alright. Picture that sheep again. So we got a bunch of witches. Okay, before I go in, what are some of these? If I turn them all on. Okay, I can't. Fuck. Okay, I've turned them on. I can't turn them off. Three does not want to go on. Okay, so we need to do something about that one. God, how far down we have to go? Also, hi there, Dragon Catman. Welcome. See, danger. Compound X, highly flammable, highly corrosive, highly toxic. So that was as simple as that. Saw that thing up there. Vermu says, jump in fluids. Fine, I'm sure. No. I'm waiting for a jump scare here. I'm waiting for this thing to get me. Okay. Ignition control. Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I'm coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. So is that big door supposed to open or something, maybe? Or... I'm not sure.
Quickly, the air is thin. The little faces turn blue, Mandus. They suffocate.
I don't think that's the case. I think I know what's going on here.
Daddy!
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free.
What?
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh. I think they just pulled their hearts out. Mandus, saboteur. You can't come in. No, you can't come in. You must sleep in the yard, bad piggy. Dirty pig. Stinking, filthy animal. You bad child. You stinking child. You filth.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
How the hell did he get out of that thing? And also, yeah, I was pretty confident his children have been dead for a while. Somehow he managed to get to the elevator. "29th of December, 1899. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging his body, this body his machine, until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Okay. Pressure regulation. Betrayed. So it is done. The saboteur was me, and the voice on the phone was the voice on the telephone was him. But what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is a moment when the world split into two pieces, and the innards of humanity fell from an orifice turned agape into my open, bifurcated heart. Oh, this one I'd managed to not read. Let's see. A final act of sabotage. The bastard has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. Well, I think we learned something. Let's see. Warning. Steam vent access only at low pressure.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Manders? You know the answer well enough.
So let's see. Now we are here. I'm guessing like maybe right above the machine, because we went down to the sewers. And we went down to the pressure areas, and then we kind of gone back up a little. Where are we here? Okay, automatic pressure regulator shut off. August 31st, 1899. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize at source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipe to scrub the reconstructed fat away. the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep the pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we will be sending their comrades in afterward to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I am so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. Jesus. Jesus Christ. I thought this was just, like, at first it was just like, oh, child labor, that's pretty bad. It's like, no, then they've seen too much. Feed them to the pigs. Fuck, I didn't realize I could get lower. Oh, that hurt. Also, let's see here. Oh, I got quite a few redeems here. Let's see, Potato here redeemed no swearing. Potato also redeemed can't say me. And then Metal Warrior gave me a stretchy, hydrate, and posture check. Okay, I will start those redeems now. So, no swearing and can't... Alright. Alright. And then one stretchy, hydrate, and posture check. Let's see. Also, thank you so much, Furry. Thank you very much. Okay, so what do I do here? This is locked. This has got a lock on it, again. There's quite a few devices here.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
I definitely like the technology that I can see here in this place. Yeah, so in here. What's heavy, but
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
oh. Can't pull up my lantern apparently. goodness. December 1st, 1899. There's a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon. What did you get? Born holding. Wait, what? There's a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon that you did get born holding. Ever so painful for Mommy dear, but grasped so hard it was in a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico. And then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins. Then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next? I asks. You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children, unwrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Elizabeth, what am I become? What a wild... What the heck? Well, so apparently I can say me again. At least I can see down here pretty well. Danger. Ensure conduits are correctly placed to avoid pressure backdrafts. Child fatalities this month 17. Jesus. Mandus is the saboteur. It seems that the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility, something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt at sabotage. If I reroute the steam, I can wreak havoc. Okay, so now he's getting the idea. Escape through the pipes. If in the throes of my evil I sent children into the pipes to clean them, then it seems likely there is another entrance I can use to escape this noxious maelstrom of engines. I will ignore the burning in my nostrils from the fumes of that godless Compound X that fuels these machines, and I will become the saboteur. I will destroy the pressure system, enabling me to enter the pipes without fear. Right now I can't enter them. Warning, steam vent acts only at low pressure. I'm waiting for the pig to come back. Where is that pig? I saw it. What's this? Automatic pressure regulator. Some form of steam regulator. I'd wager if I disable it, the damage caused by the rushing steam pressure could be catastrophic. Certainly enough to force a temporary stalling of this entire engine. That would cause the steam pressure to drop. Mandus, you clever old goat, I can feel this horror, this grief, this betrayal boil into fury. I will not stand. I will not be undertrodden. If this machine is my heirloom, I am the Overman. Okay, I see. Good thing these things cannot climb. Okay. Whew. Into the pipes and out of the engines. Now quickly, through the pipes before the pressure returns and they fill with boiling corrosive steam. I sense the machine snarl itself about me. Its unholy and human mind coil and slick and send its dark tendrils through its conduits to repair the damage. I will return to the streets. I will fetch help, and I shall lead the people upon the factory, burn it to the ground, and seal this evil place underground forever. Oh, goodness. Steam vents. All about me the thunder of machinery, the blasts of boiling steam. I cannot pass without fear of scalding. I am a lobster, cracked, my circulation stagnated, my vital motions impeded. The steam will boil my hole unless I can find a way to shut it off. Also, I can swear again. This way. Oh, that's a dead end. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the gate.
This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
Okay, low pressure pig line access open. I guess we're going right above. Yeah, so I guess we're going one step above here. Alright. Anything to save them. Burn away the remnants, the parts that will not process, the waste, the offal of your world. They grit the system and stick the wheels to the temple floor. Excuse me? Checking, making sure things are still going. Also, hello there. Actually, no, I already greeted that. Never mind. I am. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Somehow a truck is down here. Okay. Okay, these are tunnels. Okay, these are... Okay. Done something here. Let's see, no soliciting, no hawking, no begging.
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Naked people dead in the streets? children. Remember, silence and hard work are the roads to heaven. God, he created an entire child-like labor empire. And now they come, now the pigs are...
Anders, I know you're out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
Oh. Goodness, what a small living space. October 25th, 1899. No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore and a gentleman applauds you. Call a beggar and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension, these so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful. They wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them and then we will feed from them. Oh, goodness. See this?
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones and ashes. For the pile will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world!
Well, oh. London's burning. London's burning. God forgive me, what have I unleashed? I stand and smell the burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of the sickening beasts and the screams as they fall upon the city and drag its people below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of Compound X must be, and I also understand this. It is my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I started. Oh, goodness. Okay. October 24th, 1899. We have set aside an entire wing of the mansion for their parties. We invite them from near and far, and we guzzle them in with fine wine and the finest cuts in all of London. My God, Mandus, but these chops are rather divine. Who is your butcher? Feed them up, for the wine and the grains will also lend a character to the product. Keep the flesh relaxed. Opium in the champagne and gravy. A hog roast every night for the Duke and the Duchess. An actress battered and sliced. An artisan in every mouthful. An importer of fine teas stewed in his own leaves. They bicker and breed under the table, by the fireplace, on the carpet, stained with wine and fat, whilst long-dead nobles of deformed grace and cold stare watch them from gilded frames along the crooked walls. We will hose it down later, as we shovel them into our machine. Jesus. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Goulston Street. Here we go. Okay. I'd be grabbing a screwdriver for myself here, but I apparently can't. Like so many times in these games I wish I could grab a weapon and you just can't. Let's see. 23rd of December, 1899. I stand and look at myself in the mirror. Penis in hand and my reflection grins at me, and his mouth is full of the sulfur mustards. Vain fool, he sneers. Are you really so very different? Do you genuinely believe your works of evil are any greater than the rest of them? Are you simply a weak man, a product of his age, the same as any other? This is empire, cretin. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of this social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in the poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You do not pay a man to do this for you where you cannot see it. If you are evil, at least yours is an honest evil, and that alone makes you Ubermensch. And thus I wash my hands and take to bed. So he stood in front of the mirror and said this to himself? This game is so wild. But now they're out in the street, so maybe there'll be less in here? No, I'm back outside again.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
Gee. Let's see here. This area for horses only. Motor carriages must use alternative entrance. Damn it. I hesitated. I fucking hesitated. God damn it. First death, though, in the game. And it put me back right before it, but yeah, I just hesitated and that was all it took. Yeah, Butterball says I got bapped. Yep. Alright. Wait a minute, what? WT wheat and mustard. Wait a minute. Wait, was that not actually a dad? It's not here this time. What? Are they messing with me? Oh, shoot. Oh, ow. Okay. But I got sent back to the beginning of that run segment. So was that a script? Was I supposed to die there, or?
Beast, creature, Where are my children? Where are my children?
Let's see. Streets and alleys. There are too many of these damnations. Those beasts loose on the street to all have come from the engine rooms. As I emerged, I counted 3 of the damnable pneumatic lifts, which suggests the machine has been planning this for some time. Smuggling routes to the surface all about this neighborhood. If my bearings are correct, beyond the alley I should stand directly over the ignition rooms. And I will wager that if I find a pneumatic there, it will carry me back to the machine's heart. See, Paper Giant says they hunger. You know what? Sure seems like it. Just sitting here. Just sitting here. Just out in the open. Technically, this, as far as I'm concerned, this is technically out in the open. Like... Okay, there is nothing else here. But yeah, these are all, like, this is like a little closed-in alley. But you could feasibly get to it, and this is just straight out in the open. It's not even concealed or anything. I'm just checking around for any last-minute notes or anything before I go down. Wild. Very wild. Okay. I guess, down we go. Farming the world. A missing vein. I see this now. We must find them. Those scrolls. Those old words written upon metal rods that glow in the half-light. The dusk. This gloaming. Alright. Oh, that music. Are we back down into the dens of these things? Counterattack. I have returned, an angel of vengeance, a saboteur once more. I will find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction opened the heart before, confuse the machine enough to spring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause it great shock, stab its eyes, poke hot wire into its ears, hammer it to its teeth, and push glass into every orifice. Then I will grasp, and in that grasp I will scuttle into its throat and stab its heart from inside. He has got a lot of words that he likes to use. Okay. Stop him, stop him, stop him, stop him. Okay. Oh, goodness. The Iron Butler. But those are people on that thing. The Iron Butler. Alright. Yep, I knew that I should come down here. October 25th, 1899. No machine blades for Fatty Bishop and Gluttony Heiress. prime cuts for all the sorting bins, and the very best, as always, back in the dumbwaiter to the kitchens above, to be stewed and plumped and gravied and breadcrumbed and returned to the table for the next night's feast. And not every night, you see, although we have begun to increase the frequency of the final act. Unlike the poor, the rich will be missed, given time. But we will continue to spoil and ready them, and our fine foods are now exported to mansions and lodges across London. And it has been noted in the times of late how rather overweight the great and the good are becoming, with their diets of fine wine and rich meat. Indeed, in Punch just last week, a cartoon showed Viscount Selwyn as a stuffed pig, laid upon a platter for his peers to dine upon. A vicious and cowardly slander, no doubt, but he tasted delicious. Jesus, so he's been killing people and effectively having others, like forcing people into unknown cannibalism for a while now. Goodness gracious, this is not exactly what I was expecting. So... I'm gonna go up this ladder first and see what I can find. Oh, a vat of this liquid. Oh. Danger Compound X, no naked flames, no unshielded electrics. Right? What happens if I do this? At the spark plug. This electrification must be lethal to the touch. Now to confound the machine and flood the system. This time not with sewage, but boiling, sparking liquid death. Also, thank you there, Psycho Killer, for the hydrate and posture check. Thank you very much. So I could go that way. I think that's just a way for, like, I could jump down there, but I don't think that's a wise idea. I think I go this way.
But will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mantis. Show me these good. I do not see them.
Okay, Pipeline Central Operations. The Tripery. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Danger, Compound X, no naked flames, no unshielded electrics. Let's see. This vile concoction, this Compound X, it is the arterial blood of this horror. Boiled, it creates the steam to drive pistons, but here it is freezing and flows about the components to keep them cool. Why should it be that the deeper I go, the cooler it becomes? What great process generates such heat that the machine must quench it with a cocktail of blood and effluent? Yeah, this is wild. Coolant pumps. I sense an opportunity. My first strike. Impeding these cogs with a large enough object should jam the flow of coolant, causing a pressure buildup that will split the pipes and rupture the tanks. This guy knows what he's doing. Stop, man, just think about what you are doing. Oh, a note. Let's see here. October 27th, 1899. Then upstairs to bed, to toss and turn on bloated stomachs, to copulate and puke upon chaise lounge, four-poster or dressing table. Collapse at last into the engulfing mattress, drunk and drugged and fat and stupid and senseless. And spring the trap. Men, piggies, spring the trap. At the pull of a lever, a set of hydraulic pistons and gears are fired, resulting in 3 walls of steel bars dropping from the ceiling via the canopy to cage the product into the bed, preventing escape. The entire bed is then tilted backwards into the wall by a powerful spring mechanism, also fed by the hydraulics. The pressure for this system is created as a byproduct of the vacuum evisceration system employed for mass production elsewhere on the pig line. In this way, we have created our very own bottled revolution. For the movement of the masses is a casual factor in the extermination of the rich. So, the beds that had the cages around them were specifically guest rooms that he then converted so that they would fall asleep in the guest room, the cage would come down, and then this bed would tip them up with no way for them to escape and drop them into the machine. Good God, man! Also, hello there, Boxing Ninja. Let's see, Boxing Ninja says, could say he was just taking care of his guests. I suppose you're right. Wait, danger. Component X coolant. Do not expose to UV, I'm guessing. Okay. I'm just gonna drop another in here anyway, just to be sure. I guess it won't let me. Oh well. Alright, so that's one down. Well, this is starting to look a little nastier. Oh, I see. I see now. That's what it was asking here. Yep, and that's how you kill that thing. There you go. Let's see here. Cerebral says, am I hearing man-made horrors beyond my comprehension? No, they're definitely within your comprehension, but they're definitely also man-made horrors. But yeah, that's how you kill that thing. Let's see, what do we got here? The Vanity Kosh? The Tripery? Grip and Removal? Pigline Central Operations? The Spark Plug? Coolant Pumps? Heck, okay, Did I do it? Oh, yeah.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Landis. My great works are almost begun.
Yeah, it's like he's talking to the machine, but the machine is voiced by him, basically. Okay, that's shut. And that's shut. Yeah, so the only way. Okay, so then there is the ripery. And some sort of storage room. Well, good thing I came to the storage room first. Okay. Okay. October 27th, 1899. And waste not, want not, for here the assorted slop and innards are sifted and sorted and enter the world through more channels and means than one could possibly conceive. The product passes by this section of the engine and is driven through the blade, splitting it into two sections, ready for the butcher's block. And in the interim it is kept in our freezer bays under the house, and the heat produced naturally by the refrigeration process feeds into the pipes and crannies of these rooms, and is the very reason, my dear friend, that we can sit here in shirts and waistcoats, but no jackets, on a freezing winter's night, without a fire in the grate, and discuss our great enterprise. The warmth in our bellies and toes may be attributed directly to those bellies and toes even now passing through the steam, fire, and blade beneath our feet. Good God, I actually feel disgusting even reading these aloud. This is gross. Yep, and the blood. Now we get to see more of this horror. Wait a minute. This is the room up in the house. That's impossible. December 2nd, 1899. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stones under the rhododendrons, skulls of innocent under the loose clod, headless rib cages in the cool stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles apart. I traced back my life to this instance. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp, this falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the sink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, clockwork and intricate. A child's spine, a clockwork. How could that be? How could a child's spine be made of clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it on the mantelpiece. By the egg I laid myself, under the garden where the children's skulls are buried. I call it my Mexico. What? Also, thank you so much, Gokudera, for your subscription at Tier 2 for 3 months. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Also, hello there, Pyrehead. Welcome. But yeah, if any of you are confused by what the hell I'm reading, then yeah, I am also. We are the pig. We are all the pig. Yeah, this area looks like the attic. I don't know if that's his mind going mad or if it actually is intended to look like it. Hear that yelling and I got this new... See. The path to the tripery. It is critically injured now, I am sure of that. It jeers no more. I feel it shudder around me, a wounded animal pressed flat to the ground. I feel it is afraid of me, and I hate it all the more, as I hate myself for unleashing it. My head pounds with blood, my teeth vibrate. I retch and burn with fever. I am an angel of death, descending to smother the firstborn for the death of the two that came after. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he sacrificed his kids to this thing, thinking that he was freeing them from their mortal coil or some nonsense. Who knows? Maybe they were also sick? Not saying it's a good reason, but maybe...
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs, towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
It's like his insanity is like now going crazy as he sees visions of his house. I don't think chunks of his house are actually here. I think this is in his mind. That's a lot of blood.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
And he threw the professor in.
Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
Yeah, he killed the professor. God, that's a lot of blood. This is rivers of blood. Jesus. Oh, hello, kids. Oh, now he's walking in it.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
What is this? What the hell am I... What the hell am I looking at? It's just an enormous blood chamber? I can't move away from it. Yeah, the further I move away from it, the more I can't move. You're not allowed to see the end of it, but I think I can barely see. Goodness gracious. Well, this has been quite the journey. Alrighty, here we go. The veil lifts. The bride is waiting. Round up some orphans and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore and a gentleman applauds you. Cull a beggar and a lady walks safely again.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
Christ. Hello there, young bung. Welcome. Welcome to the ride that is the... I'm pretty close to the end, I think, of A Machine for Pigs. Good God, this is wild shit. But here we are. I think this is finally... I think this might be the final room. We never did go there. But I don't think we had to. Oh, a note. 25th of December, 1899. If you should find this. Then, if you should find this, then you already know all I would tell you. You already know what you have done, and you must not, and what you must now do. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stones beneath the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocent under the loose clod, headless rib cages, cruelly torn asunder to expose their flowers. In the cool stone, behind the altars, 3,000 miles away. I trace my life to this instant. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp, this falling water. And in that instant, cradling my children's heads in my palms, I knew then I had to unbuild what I myself had constructed. Even though then it was little more than a sickening dream, this machine is ever mine, and it falls to me to redeem it, and myself. Christ. Let's see, Young Bung says, I've been here for years. No, I don't think it's been years, honey. But I am now seeing some of your notes. I admit, I haven't been paying attention to chat as closely because I've been a little absorbed in what the fuck has been going on here. My God. Alright, let's see here. But you know, I always, you know, it's better late than never. In my dreams, I walk with my children. I walk tunnels where no human has trod before. I am sure of that. It is just me and him now. Frost forms on my coat sleeves. The deathly still in the freezing air tell me I am close. Vacuum eviscerators. Vacuum eviscerators? Wait. February pre-grinding. Eviscerators. Scalding hoses. The sausagery. These are all cabinets that have like the fold stuff leading to various places. This place. How did he build it?
Why did you take my children? I, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide, and everything is lost.
Yep. He killed his own 2 children. Oh wait, these have more signs above them here. Hold on. These are like where they go. So you have vacuum eviscerators, try pre-grinding. Scalding hoses, the sausagery. Mandus Processing Company, Oregon Distribution Tanks, Maintenance Access. They come like but through the... Did I see it in a window? Good God. This is wild. I gotta say, I love the design of this place. This whole thing is really cool in how it's set up. What the hell? Alright. I'm gonna have to fight that. Is that a boss? Let's see here. Okay. I don't know if I'm going quite there yet, but I'm at least going over here. Also, are these enormous fuses, I'm guessing? I mean, I'm checking over here again in case there are any notes or anything. Otherwise, why would they have us walk here if there was no note or something to be found? Just double checking here. Alright, so you just have to see this giant beast. Skoku asks, when do you want to spend holidays here? I don't know, I don't think so. Also, Youngbung says, oh hey, that's my dad. What's he doing trying to find the milk down here for 15 years? Christ. Danger, do not expose to ultraviolets. Contains vitae. Okay. Gambrelling. Silicon coolant. Good lord. Let's see here. Also, Fairmoose says, check on Snurfoil 2. You missed something important. What did I miss? In chat here? Or... Oh! Snurfoil subscribed at Tier 1 for their 18th month in a row. Goodness, thank you so much, sweetheart. He said, I waited for the ads to be over because you know how that is. Yes, I hate the ads. I am thinking about how to try to handle those because you can't avoid them completely. And so far I've just kind of set them to random because honestly I don't know what to do with them. I mostly set them to pre-roll so they just start, or at least they'd start at the beginning and then they'd be over. At least that was the thought process, but I'm trying to think about how to handle those more. So I do apologize for the ads. I kind of have to pick between a few different not great options. But I'm thinking about how I might want to handle that in the future. But at least you can always go back in the recording. The recording does not have the ads, thankfully. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna have to fight this giant thing in here, aren't I? Or, well, let's put it this way. Fight is a generous way to describe this. I will be running from it. Where is it, though? Does it just automatically know where I am? I hope not. Oh, it can go invisible for a short time, I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, it turns invisible. Ow! Fuck, what happened to it? Yeah, it goes invisible for a short time. The fuck? The fuck? Was that a boss fight? I don't know, it doesn't feel like one. I don't think I've seen the last of that thing. Also, oh, hello, let's see. Oh my god, let's see, Veramu says, chat moving so fast, flew unable to see it. No one will see me say that I was actually the machine the whole time. Veramu, you were not the machine the whole time. And yes, I do admit, as more of you do come in and start to enjoy my content, my inability to handle everybody will only increase. So, please be patient with me. I'm trying my best. But let's see, I do have, though, a stretchy, a hydrate, and a posture check here. Stretchy and hydrate is by Super Anime Lover, and thank you, Young Bung, for the posture check. I will take those now. Veramu says, no, Flu found my secret post. Oh. Alright, so I turned those two on, and did it kill the thing, or did it just run away? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it was on me, and it slapped me a couple times, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I don't know what it is. See here. Checking around for any notes or anything before I don't think they'd hide one in this room. This would be an awful place to try to find a fucking note. But I'm honestly surprised it only put the two terminals right near each other. Like, if I did this fight again, it would be much easier. I'm surprised it didn't have, like, a third one across the way or something. But anyhow, so... Mandus Processing Company, Electrogravitic Suppression, South Tower. Excuse me? Electrogravitic Suppression? Excuse me? What is this machine? This is the end of the 1800s. Probably it's technically 1900 by now. There's more of these. Coolant. Okay, these are all coolant. But why is coolant electrified? Oh, that's laboratory coolant. See, what did some of these other ones have any names on them? Not that I saw. Okay, so these are just Let's see here. Manus Processing Company, Electrogravitic Suppression South Tower. Okay, so there wasn't. Oh, okay. Let's see, Mandus descending amongst the spirits. The Aztecs believed they could avert the apocalypse through sacrifice. History tells us they failed. Their tragedy was simply that they could not spill enough blood in time. Okay, so let's see here. So Young Bung said that didn't sound like stretching. It was, okay. Just a noisy stretcher. Okay, so Veramus says, well, Alexander had some kick-butt otherworldly technology, and the orb does put knowledge in people's heads sometimes, yeah? IDR, LOL, that might have been a custom story, an orb forcing somebody to harvest vitae for it. I mean, who knows? We still don't know much about the orbs here going on, but thing is, like, Alexander had access to some otherworldly kind of stuff, but it was small, and it didn't help him. He was forced to use the technology of the time, which was the 1839, I think is what it was, or, you know, which is like 60 years ago from this game. So, like, you know, it was not the greatest technology for him to be using, and in one of his notes he complained deeply about how he was stuck making this enormous machine to do what something that could fit in his hand used to be able to do. And here, this seems like almost an extension of this. This guy has built this enormous machine to do something that the orb wants. Because I think it's like, I don't know if the orb is talking to him, if it's his own consciousness, like the part of him that the orb grabbed onto, but like, where's the shadow? There's no shadow here chasing him, but maybe, I don't know. Like, maybe different orbs have different ways they react to people. This one seemed like he found it in Mexico where they were sacrificing people and they died out, and he got the orb, and so the orb is just doing the same thing again. Sacrifice people for me. Give me blood, effectively, and he built this great machine to do so. So I'm not sure. I think there's a lot we still don't know about the orbs, or where they come from, or what they do. Let's see here. Gravitic suppression. A glass door. I'm sorry if some of that was weird spoilers, I guess, for anybody who hasn't seen the first game, but I'd recommend go back and watch my playthrough of it here.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan.
You can't even see anything. You can't see any walls.
Oh, my children. My children. What have I done? What have I become?
Even if this guy is filthy stinking rich, how the hell did he build this? This is too enormous. This is just too big.
I will put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
I don't think so, man. I don't think there's any amount of way you can wash all of this away. Holy crap. Well, on the 8th of December, 1899. Memories. They surfaced like bloated bodies rising to the scum of the Thames. I looked at them, covered in the blood of their dead mother, little piglets squalling in their swaddling, and my heart at once was filled with a great love and a consuming hate I could never have imagined. At that point did my soul split, creating him? Was this the egg of my soul, the moment the great clock began to tick? Is the only path to redemption to join us together again, to make myself whole, to close the great circle and take that madman into my heart once more, forgive him, and to myself as well.
I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
God, this is enormous. Mandus is alone. I search for instruction, for advice, for help in my goals, but in return the system mocks me. Simpleton, it says, you must find your own answers now. Oh. The game is telling me no more hints anymore, because this is your hint system, tells you what to what to do next. There's no more hints anymore. I'm on my own.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
Yeah, because this is right before World War One. Like, World War One was, what, 15-ish, 20 years here? So, he's referring to either that or World War II, or both. So this voice has seen the future, it claims. Fucker, what? Excuse me, what the hell just happened? Where is it, though? Whoa! Good God, I didn't expect to see this again. It is still here. Okay. Fairwho says go give him a hug. Fuck no. And that probably won't hold it. Fuck. Fuck. Taking a minute. Taking a fucking minute. All right. Oh, interesting. Well, first I guess I'll go inside. Look at what this is. Is that what I think that is? Either that's... I'm not sure what that is, but I guess I'm gonna find out. It's a heart. Why is there a heart impaled on this thing? All right, okay. There's just a heart there. All right. Also, thank you very much for the hydrate and posture check. Hmm. Okay, which one? It was the one that was lit. Which one was lit? Not this one. I'm going around the long way. Here is this one. I have to climb up. There's no other way to go. Oh my god, Vermu says, I guess you could say the machine has a lot of heart. No, it just has one, and it's not a very big one. It's a normal-sized one. What? I think I know what those are. This is actually really cool. I kind of think I know what these kinds of things are. And it says there's two of these. There's two of these towers. Guess I'll just do one. Do I just spinning them? Oh. I'm doing something. Oh, thank you for the no swearing. I will start that now.
Destroy you. Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
I think I go back down. Enoch, Edwin, Oswald, and I. Wait, what? How am I here? Unless it's teleporting me around.
Madness, listen to your heart. You know you are with me. You created me to save the world. I am your friend.
There's a person here in this. Is that wires going to its eyes and mouth? What the heck?
Mandus, please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do
What?
not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel, on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we shared. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
Good God. I think this is our last stop. It's a giant
I have
underground.
stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts.
Jesus. This whole thing is a giant temple. He built an Aztec temple under London to this thing. And now... finally here.
I am begging you. You made me. You are my creator, my father. You cannot destroy me. Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
Oh, the children are here. Okay. Why is it flashing? What the heck?
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out, and in that moment, the new century was born.
Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs was a computer game developed by The Chinese Room and published by Frictional Games. And this is who did make it for your pleasure and appreciation. The machine and its surrounding architectures were given form by, the computational magicry was by, overture and all other musics were composed by, whilst associated environmental sound effects were produced by, the story of Mandus' struggle against the machine and his own conscience was written by, and then the man-pigs were designed and sculpted by, Edwin and Enoch Mandus were designed and sculpted by, and the fine citizens of London by, the children and the citizens were rigged by Dave Yala. All of the above were brought into animated life by Boris. These were the vocal artistes. These were recorded at Portsmouth University and ALT Recording Studios. These are the magicians that did make the soundtrack. All of this was recorded at the Square, London. Fine painterly visions of the machine were duly supplied by. The man-pigs evolved from sketches committed to paper by. I like these credits, how they have this labeled. Demonstrated map of the plant was created by. Helpful icons for your assistance and orientation were designed by. The Mandus Process the company logo was designed by. Stained glass windows were designed by. Interesting, very interesting. The test subjects that did point out what was inefficient, unethical, or broked were the fine song When I Was a Laddie, and the pig line was kept in motion throughout by the producers. And the great unknown masses of piggy fodder that did scream for us. The party that leans upon the workers but serves the bourgeois in the period of the greatest sharpening of the class struggle cannot but sense the smells wafted from the waiting grave. Leon Trotsky. The end. Interesting. Well, there you have it, everybody. That was Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. And somehow it looks like I'm, despite my best efforts, apparently there is 3 achievements I somehow missed. I'm not sure how. I was under the impression that most were unmissable. But somehow I missed something. I don't know what, though. Interesting. The Turnabest was dying one of them. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look right now at an achievement guide. And just see here. Because I thought I was pretty thorough. Let's see here. Let's see here if I can find... Also, that music's getting a little bit boomy here, so let's go ahead and knock that down a peg there. So, okay, so I'm looking through here and seeing... I feel like I missed something. So I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google machine for pigs. Come on, actually, please type in the actual field. Don't you hate that when you start typing and then you look up and realize not a damn single word got onto the thing? Let's find out what I missed. All right, so Machine for Pigs achievements. So, first one, the teeth entered the cellars, which I did. The throat entered the factory. The gut entered the bilge, and the entrails emerged on the streets. The heart performed an act of self-butchery in Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, achieved by completing the game. Story related and cannot be missed. Somehow I have missed the achievement for finishing the game. Somehow. I'm not sure. That's odd. Unless it only gives it to me... Maybe it... Yes. Okay, it says I've earned 5 out of 7. Okay, so it says I did get the heart. I guess maybe it just didn't update correctly? Or something? I'm not sure. So I did get that. So, okay, so all I missed is somehow... I missed the last 2 achievements. Master Archivist, which was find all the notes, and Insanity, achieved all other achievements. So somehow I missed a note somewhere. Somehow. I would have to look through. I guess I'm gonna have to play the game again and see what I missed. Not on stream, of course, but this was very interesting. I will say, my thoughts on this game. I mean, Turnip says, huh, that sucks. That's okay. It happens. I think I did a pretty good job for my first playthrough, and I feel like if I missed a note or two, it probably wasn't super big as far as a story. I think we pretty much got the idea of a majority of what was going on there. I think some of it's a little bit fuzzy, and I'm not sure how much any of this missing note or two may have revealed. Who knows? But I think I'm pretty happy with what we accomplished here, and so I'm really happy with this game. I will say that from what I've seen about this game for reviews and stuff, generally this was considered the weakest of the Amnesia titles. And a lot of people said that it wasn't scary and it wasn't nearly as difficult as the first game, and that it was also shorter. Obviously, I think the reasons obviously for this is that it wasn't developed by Frictional Games. It was developed by the Chinese room under, you know, being published by Frictional. So this was technically a different team than who made the first game. And I think this one, they designed it more as a very specific story experience that they wanted to give you. I don't think this was intended to be at the same difficulty as the original. I don't know. I will say yes, in the end, I overall did not feel nearly as frightened or as challenged as the original game, but I don't know if that was their intention. I think the intention was to tell this horror story within this universe and expand the lore of this universe. And so I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the visuals. I enjoyed the story. It was definitely a horrifying tale in a different kind of way, you know, because, like, the person we played, Mandus, doesn't have a fear of the dark like Daniel did. And it was more of this personal battle against himself. And so I think that they could have expanded what your options were on how to tackle certain things. It did feel very much like a very on-rails experience. You kind of had to you had to kind of go only one way, and there was only a couple spots where technically you could have done something different, but it resulted in the same choice anyway. Like going down, choosing between two ladders, they both lead to the same pipe. That didn't really matter in the end, but I think that's okay. I think there is room for more straightforward narrative experiences because it makes it easier to tell a story that you want to tell. And I think that when sometimes the more that you open up choices, while that does have its advantages in some directions, starts to kind of have disadvantages in other directions when you want to tell a very specific story. And so I think that there is room for both. There are definitely games that very much benefit from open-ended, large worlds. You get to choose what you want to do, you get to tell your story. But then there's also room for games like this that is not telling your story, it's telling his story. It's telling this specific story. This, to me, game was more akin to a book, in that, like, a book is always the same every time you open it. And I think that's the story this one wanted to tell. So I think it's not as bad as what I think a lot of people maybe kind of gave the impression of. Also, hello there, Alice Corner, for the raid. Thank you so much. I just noticed that now. Hello there, Alice. Welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and Goku, can you give Alice here a shout out for me, please? I would appreciate. Go ahead and take a sip here. Also, hello there, Makuza. Welcome. Goku, actually, are you there? There you are. Hello there, Makuza. I am doing pretty well right now. I'm feeling pretty good, and we just finished the game Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, and so...
This fog is magma Jesus! Gee, what the hell?
Magma Jesus, that is... Oh my goodness. But yeah, Alice says, I'm guessing you enjoyed and finished the game. I did. Somehow I managed to miss an achievement? I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, Magma Jesus, that's a great way to put that. But anyhow, it is time, though, I think, for us to go. But I was just giving my thoughts on the game. I do think that overall, in some ways, yes, it is weaker than the previous title. And I obviously have not played the third title, Rebirth, yet to be able to compare against that one. But against the original, I would say that Machine for Pigs is weaker in a couple categories. But I think as a self-contained experience that tells its story, I think it is, enjoyable. I like it. I actually enjoyed this experience. It was a lot of fun. I liked the visual style. I liked the storytelling. I liked this a lot. I really did. I'm disappointed though. Like, I was under the impression that we were going to reach the last chamber was going to be where the orb was sitting on a pedestal, and apparently that wasn't the case. Because I remember seeing an orb on a pedestal at the beginning sequence, but then it wasn't there, and I'm kind of wondering what the heck happened. Where's the orb that got involved here? Or did an orb get involved at all? Maybe it didn't. Or maybe the orb put itself into him somehow and he had to kill himself. Maybe that's why he had to kill himself. Because to me, honestly, I will say, at least as far as the ending, killing himself didn't feel like the logical conclusion I was expecting, because I hadn't yet come to the conclusion that he must kill himself exactly. But I mean, I guess in hindsight I can kind of see that, but it didn't really, the game didn't make me feel that I had come to that conclusion. And I think that is one thing that I think makes Machine for Pigs weaker than the previous game, The Dark Descent, because The Dark Descent lets you effectively take the role as Daniel. And in this one, I don't think you ever really take the role as Mandus. You just walk Mandus through, but you don't really take control of him in that same way that you take control of Daniel, because the Daniel story lets you come to these conclusions yourself in a way through the memories, whereas this one did just basically effectively just hand feed you Mandus's stories he remembered for you. And I think that is what makes this game the weaker. But I think in the end it was still an enjoyable experience. I enjoyed it and I had fun. And despite its weaknesses, I think that I have seen far worse. I have seen far worse than this. I think this is a fun little tale from a small team that asked for permission to make an extension upon this universe. And so I think it was fun. And I don't think I can say any more than that otherwise. But anyhow, I think it is a good time though. It is after 3 hours, and I was right. We were at the halfway point of the game. This last section here didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was gonna. And so let's go find a good somebody to raid here, and yeah. So I will find a bean bug, and we will go ahead and go give them some love. So let's see here. I have a few choices. Let's see here. We have a few possible. Let's see here. Picking who I should poke. Yeah, and I am sorry though for the raiders and as having to abscond again so quickly, but sometimes that's how it goes. So I have my friend here, Ice Queen. Let's go give her some love because she is a good bean and she's super sweet. She's having some fun with Airthick right now, actually playing RimWorld. Interesting. Okay, so checking things here, making sure everything looks good, but thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. And oh boy, my camera just busted. Literally just now my camera busted. That's funny. Wow. Alright, let me just boot that up quick so I can say goodbye to you guys here. Give me 1 second. Just 1 second. There we go. All booted back up. Where am I? There we go. All right, so this has been a lot of fun playing this game, and as for tomorrow, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the third Amnesia title loaded up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on Rebirth tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. Yep, Innersight says there's 3. Yes, there is. There is a third title that came out more recently. And so let me just go, because like if I go here to the store page, just to help clarify, Amnesia: The Dark Descent was released in 2010. Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs here was released in 2013, and then Amnesia Rebirth was released here in 2020. So Amnesia Rebirth is now 2 years old and is the latest edition of the title and is developed again by Frictional Games. So this is back to the original developers of the first one. And so I will be looking at doing that tomorrow, and I hope that you guys will join me. But until then, thank you guys so much for being here with me in A Machine for Pigs. This has been a lot of fun and a definitely a very harrowing and interesting tale. And so, thank you guys so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed my brand of bullshit, which I hope you do, because I'm the best, you can support me in multiple ways, such as following, subscribing, going to my Twitter, my YouTube, my Discord, my Throne, and my Ko-fi, and all those good spots to help support me. And every little bit is very appreciated. It helps keep food on my plate and a roof over my head. So I'm gonna send you guys to Ice Queen. Go ahead and give her love with whatever message you like. Just keep it kind and from a good place. So until next time, you guys out there will take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.